All right, folks, what I have here is a very nice, very clean, but what I would classify as a handyman special, and you'll see why in a minute. We'll start her up. She always starts right up, but I do want to let you know there's a check engine light on, and I don't know why, and a blinky airbag light, and I don't know why. The car has 168,500 miles. I'm going to be selling the car as it is. It'll be up to you to figure out, how to fix it and whatnot. But I'm going to be selling it cheap enough that I am taking into account any repairs you might have to make. All right, there's your right rear window. There's your right front. Come on around. Left rear. And of course, the all-important driver's window. All right, power mirrors, left. That works exactly as it should. And the right mirror. Most importantly, that works as it should. Let's see, let's try the radio here. Does that work? On, off. I'm guessing that's a no on the radio. Okay, although most people put their own radio in anyway. Let's see. Seems like the air conditioner is ice cold. I can't actually, I'm not going to say that because it just feels cold. It's getting colder. Okay, yeah, I guess we got good air. I have no idea what that is. That's something aftermarket. Feels like the fan works on 4, but it doesn't work on any of the other speeds. So you go figure that one out. Again, that's why I'm calling this a handyman special. It's got cruise control. So for a Focus, it's got some pretty decent equipment in it. All right. Let's see, what else can I tell you? The interior appears to be pretty darn clean, as you can see. I don't know why those holes are in the door there. There's one there, and there's one on this side. I don't know whether that's because they had little speakers in there, or who the heck knows what people do to these things. But again, you're buying a 13-year-old, 168,000 mile car that should be a good value, and you should be able to use this for quite some time, but you might have to do some stuff to it. All right, let's take a look at the outside of the vehicle, and we'll go over that with you. All right, let's check out the tires. I didn't bring my little gauge out. Left front tire, though, feels pretty darn good. I guess that's probably 3/4 of the tread left. Let's do the left rear tire. Feel that one. That doesn't feel quite as good as the front. I'd give that half the tread left. Come around to this side. Yeah, that's probably a little more than half. Actually, that feels pretty good, that one. And the right front tire. Yeah, I'd say the left rear and the right front are the weakest tires. Left front, right rear is pretty good. I would just swap those 2 tires so you put your 2 best. The car definitely doesn't need tires though, so that's something you're not going to have to worry about. Now, surprisingly, the body on this is actually really nice. It's a beautiful green color. Right front fender looks like no dents, no nicks, no scratches. Right front door looks to be in pretty good condition too. I'll do your door jamb. And here's the passenger side of the vehicle. As you can see, the carpet's nice and clean. The seat's nice. There's one burn hole, it looks like, right there. But other than that, the rest of the interior actually appears to be in very good condition. There's your headliner. All right, now we'll do your door frame. And the most important part, of course, as I always say, is right down here in the corner, because if rust is going to start, that's where the water gathers, and that's what you want to always look for. I apologize, I just can't, unless I do these videos immediately after we clean them. This pollen is just ridiculous this year. But as you can see, just a couple minor scratches, but it's clean and shiny and no dents. Has the grain guards, which I think are one of the greatest things to have on a car, man. They're fantastic. All right, back seat. As you can see, very nice, very clean. It is a split fold down rear seat. Looks like one little burn or 2 burns there. But otherwise, very nice and clean. Do your door jamb. And of course, we'll do your door frame. And again, down to the most important area, underneath the door. There you go. Especially on a Ford, they do tend to rust. All right, right rear quarter panel looks clean, shiny, one tiny minor ding, but not bad. This actually is overall is a really nice looking car. Rear bumper looks to be in very good shape, hardly any scratches. Usually rear bumpers on older cars are a mess. This one's not bad. Now we'll let you take a look, see underneath. There you go. Looks like somebody forgot to clean the trunk though. I'm gonna have to talk to my guy about that. That pisses me off a little bit, quite frankly. And you can see it's, I can't even say it's clean. That's what angers me a little bit. Looks like spare tires there, tools are there, that's good. All right, we'll close that up. Oh, do your trunk jam. You can see, nice, the trunk itself. Nice, clean, no rust. Now this is a Focus SE, as you can see. It's got the little spoiler on it, so it looks kind of cool. This is a great first car for a kid. You know, it's not gonna cost you a lot of money. It's a decent car, gets good gas mileage, and heaven forbid something does happen, you're not out a bunch of dough if your kid, you know, runs it off the road or something. And here's your left rear quarter panel, as you can see, very nice. Oh, this car does have the alloy wheels too. That's probably, I think it's part of the SE package. Left rear door, nice shape. Roof on this side. Looks very nice. Here's the inside on this side. We'll do your door jamb. This is left rear area where we are right now. Now we'll do your door frame. There you go. And you can see nice and clean. Now I'd like to show you guys something. If you were to come onto the lot to buy this car, it'd be $29.95. But because you're a lucky eBayer, you're going to get it a lot cheaper than that. There's your rain guard. There's obviously one missing on the driver's window, which is the most important one, so I got to assume they broke it. The driver's door, however, again, clean, nice, no, looks like no major scratches, no dings. It certainly doesn't appear to be any rust. There's your door jamb. That's the driver's door jamb. And right there is your driver's seat. Very nice, very clean. Surprisingly, very little wear and tear. I mean, usually the armrest is all worn out and beat up. The seat's all torn and beat up, but not on this car. So somebody obviously must have taken care of this baby. There's your door frame. And of course, we'll go right down to the bottom. There you go. And again, underneath, where it's important, it looks very nice. Okay. Moving along, left front fender. I see a couple of minor dings, but no rust. No major scratches. Really pretty nice. And around the front, looks like a brand new headlight there. And that one's kind of clear. It's not great, but it's not horrible. I've seen a lot worse. The front bumper actually looks pretty decent. It looks like it's got factory fog lights as well. Now we'll take a look-see underneath. There you go. And of course, the most important part is this. This is a 4-cylinder, what they call the Z-Tech engine, 16-valve engine. It's a this is a 2-liter engine, 2.0 liters. And here, let's rev her up for you. Now, of course, you don't have to be a mechanic to know that that sounds good. No high rev knocks. There's no valve train noise, no taps. Nothing funny at all on the vehicle. So let's just close this up like that. All right, now the hood. See a couple little dings, surprisingly, one scratch, but surprisingly few stone chips. That's pretty amazing. And if you live in New Jersey, here's the cool thing. I wouldn't even worry about that check engine light because look, you have until November before you even have to worry about bringing this car through inspection. So that'll give you plenty of time to take the vehicle, get it looked at, whatever you want to do. But there you have it. Now, of course, the most important thing is how does the car run? Now, I've had this car checked over. I do that on all my cars because one thing I won't do is sell an unsafe car. So I did replace a tie rod end and a couple other things, but I do have all the safety stuff checked on this. So at least I know you can drive it home and not have to worry about that. As far as all the little mechanical stuff, that's going to be on you. I'm going to be selling it cheap. But it doesn't matter how cheap it is if it doesn't run good, and that's what we're going to do next, take it for a ride. All right, we're going to take it for a ride now. But one thing I like to do on all my cars is you got to witness me starting it ice cold before. Now you're going to get to see me start it after it's had a chance to warm up. There we go. Now, of course, the check engine light's going to stay on. I didn't clear it or try to hide it or anything. And as you saw, it starts right up. It's kind of important to do that. And I always say, as long as, you know, it doesn't matter whether you buy a car from me or not, you always want to check these older high mileage cars to make sure they start when they're warm and to make sure they start when they're cold. It's very important to do that. All right, this is a front wheel drive car. It's got, as I said, the 2-liter VTEC engine. It's the 4-speed automatic transmission. It's got the electronic overdrive. So like I said, you should get pretty decent gas mileage out of this baby. All right, as soon as, all right, I guess we can go. Here we go. And again, I wasn't really stepping on the gas that hard, but we're up to 55 miles an hour already. So it is a good running car. Hands off the wheel, we're going straight down the road as you can see. Very nice. There's this window, don't need that. Seems to be a pretty quiet little car too, it's nice. Seems to go down the road nice. It seems to handle nice. I haven't driven this car a lot, I'll be honest, so I can't really comment on, you know, how it's going to do on Route 80 or anything like that, because I'm pretty sure I've never brought it on there, but at least on, you know, up to 55 I can feel how it goes. All right, now we're going to turn around and head back. Now I stepped on the gas a little harder this time, just to show you guys. Yeah, I just wanted to be quiet. We got it up to 60. I wanted to hear you guys listen to it shift. It shifts nicely and smoothly. All right, let's see. What I'm going to do next is a brake test, and all that's really going to consist of is me pulling into a vacant lot across the street from my place. I know there's a little patch of loose gravel to test it on. Let go of the steering wheel, and we see what happens. Keep your eye on the steering wheel, and basically all that can tell you, you know, is whether the brake balance is good. If that pulls one way to right or left, you know you might have an issue. So keep an eye on the wheel, and I'll try to describe to you how the brakes feel. Obviously, this is the best I can do since you're not here with me. All right, I'll pull right in here. There we go. Let go of the wheel, and well, that's interesting. I had no idea this car had that. That's good news. If you noticed, the steering wheel did a little jiggle back and forth. Well, that's a good thing, because what I could hear that you might not have been able to hear is I could hear the anti-lock brake pump going, which means this car does have the anti-lock braking system, which in my opinion is pretty much the best safety feature you can have. I think it's better than airbags. I mean, having both is great like this car has, but if I had to choose, I'd much rather have the anti-lock brakes. So this car's got them, so that's a good thing, and they do operate. All right, to do a recap, this is a 2001 Ford Focus SE. Nice level of equipment, 168,000, now it's got 501 miles on it. As I said, I'm calling it a handyman special because of stupid little things like the radio doesn't work. You got to put a blower switch in. There's a little check engine light, etc., etc. So that's why I'm declaring it a handyman special. But there's nothing major, you know, as far as the systems, you know, engine, transmission, that sort of thing wrong with this car. So there you have it. All right, we'll take one walk around so you guys can take a look out in the sun, and you can see that this is actually a pretty nice little car. All right, we'll do that, and then we'll call it a day. All right, I'll step back a little bit so you can get a nice view of this. All right, so there you have it, folks. If you need an inexpensive, reliable, economical little car, this would be the one for you. And as I said, I think this would make a great little commuter car or even a first car for a new driver. And as I always do, I hope this goes to a good home. Thanks.